Google has launched the iOS version of its new AI-powered Google News application, based on Google Play Newsstand, which it replaces. Available for both the iPhone and iPad, and Android, it's drastically superior than the old Google News app experience. Its ambition is to offer customized content to users from quality sources they trust and to guarantee that the application also works for publishers and backs their endeavors also. It likewise tries to expand and develop peruser points of view with full scope of relatively every issue. Given that it contends specifically with Apple's brilliant news application, numerous people are normally talking about how it looks at and whether it will trade Apple News for iPhone proprietors. The short response to the two inquiries is no. In any case, I will begin utilizing Google News close to Apple News and will probably now drop different news aggregators that are less convincing. I'll have a superior feeling of how Apple and Google News look at following a week or so of overwhelming utilization. Beforehand I had pretty much deserted Google News for Apple News and individual distributor applications. The upgrade will bring me back. It's an emotional, capital D, change, both as far as the UI and UX. It utilizes your history and interests to make a for you customized features nourished together with top stories. Google portrays it as a blend of the most critical features, nearby updates and the most recent improvements on the points you're keen on. To be sure, nearby recent updates is one of the champion highlights of Google News, which was beforehand presented on the web with a new update a year ago. A few people online have remarked that there is no practically identical nearby news highlight in Apple News. That is not by any stretch of the imagination precise, yet clients must make a neighborhood new top choice / point to see an organized accumulation of nearby updated stories in the Apple application. Each story in Google News accompanies a symbol to venture into full scope of that issue. Full scope offers an about comprehensive exhibit of sources and points of view on the subject. Google says this is a constant, 360-degree sea of news stories and points. What's more, everybody sees a similar substance in full scope. The organization calls it the most intense element of the application. A newsstand catch flaunts marked distributor symbols that clients can add to their encourages and take after, or buy into if wanted, utilizing your Google account. Stories from every individual distribution can likewise be extended inside Google News. Apple has publicizing. As of now, Google News feature and total latest updates pages don't. However, distributors are allowed to embed advertisements on their story pages, huge numbers of which do have promotions. There's skepticism among a few writers and distributors about Google News and the organization's inspirations. In any case, I'm not in that camp. Positively, Google News looks to catch and hold utilization, but at the same time it's an instrument for presenting perusers to content they may somehow or another not have seen. Google likewise says that the new application was a coordinated effort between the organization and in excess of 60 distributors. To learn more, please click the link in the video description below.